Good morning. It's SmallBizDavid here, and welcome to 20 Minutes with SmallBizDavid. It might be more than 20 minutes, certainly not less than 20 minutes. We do these daily broadcasts whenever we can. Some days we have special guests, so they'll be longer than 20 minutes. But I want to, I think it's very important for me to share with you small business information that I receive that I think can be very important for you and your small businesses. Certainly the information I share is important for me, and hopefully you will get some value out of that information also. The other purpose of the daily sessions is to give you updates on our Dreaming with Entrepreneurs in Google Plus community. And our community grows every day with more folks. Some folks have some specific reasons for joining. I've asked some folks to join who have many years of small business experience like I do, so they can act as mentors within the community. And it's a community where you can come in and ask any questions that might be important for you, challenges to your business. They might be marketing challenges, sales challenges, business strategy. I am not an operations kind of person, so I can't be very helpful there, but I certainly can lead you in the right direction for any question that you might have about small business. And it's also a community where there is a serious mindset of small business collaboration. You can help me with my small business, I can help you with your small business, and together we can help other small businesses in challenges they might have. Because the mindset, my friends, of small business collaboration is truly the new small business model that is being written. Tomorrow we're having a community meeting. It will be at 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time tomorrow morning, Saturday, the 17th, since today is Friday the 16th. We started a discussion last week, and it was spontaneous, it was unplanned, but it proved to be extremely beneficial to all those folks who were in attendance to the meeting. Very simply, I asked anybody who came to the meeting, was there something that we, the community, could help you with your small business? So everybody who came to the meeting had an opportunity to share that. Excuse me. The discussions for that continued on throughout the week, and as recently as 2 hours ago, I had a discussion with an individual who had a particular challenge in their business. Tomorrow, or for tomorrow's meeting, for any person who is a member of the community, and you must be a member of the community to do this, and I will monitor the situation closely, any member of the community can go to the event stream for tomorrow's meeting and create a comment about their particular business, something that they want to share, an opportunity to promote their business, not in a long dissertation, but in a very short, precise, concise, to the point question, maybe equivalent to a 60-second or 30-second elevator speech. Also, if there's something that an individual sells or wants to market the fact that they sell something, they will be able to put a link in the event stream that will direct folks to a landing page where they can read about the product or service that is to be sold. Anybody who is a member of the community will be able to do this in the event stream, but you must be a member of the community. I will put in the stream at the conclusion today of this HOA, I will put in the stream a link to the event and a link to membership in the community. What's happening today in the world of small business? Well, maybe the most significant thing happening today, it is the final day of National Small Business Week, a week that was created and endorsed by the Small Business Administration. I encourage you to go to sba.gov, not necessarily just to find out what's happening today, although it is pertinent, but more importantly, the Small Business Administration website has more than 4,000 pages of information about small business. For instance, just this week, I directed at least 3 people to go to the SBA.gov website because they needed to write a business plan. In 2 of the cases, they were businesses to be started. In the 3rd case, it was just a matter of putting on paper the plan for the company. And I encourage any small business owner to create a business plan with as much detail as possible so that you can look to your plan on a daily basis, evaluate your plan, and see if you are actually accomplishing your business objectives. So I directed folks to go to sba.gov to do a search on business plans or starting a business, either one of those 2, and they will get many search results on sba.gov. You could do it on Google too, but it's going to be more precise, more directed, more focused on the Small Business Administration website. So if that is a challenge in your business, I encourage you to go and look at the template that they have. You can also buy some software. I went through that exercise probably about 5 years ago. I bought some software from Palo Alto Software, P-A-L-O, Palo Alto, A-L-T-O, Palo Alta, A-L-T-A software, and they have been recognized as having the best software for business plans. So I bought Business Plan Pro. At that time, it cost me $99. I doubt that the price has gone up very much at all, but it is a very important exercise. This is actually the first time that I had ever written a formal business plan. I wasn't necessarily looking to get financing for my business, which a business plan will be required no matter who it is that you go to for money. They're going to want to see a business plan. But it was more for my own experience, the exercise of going through it. And I'm going to tell you, it was one of the most invigorating business exercises that I have ever done, just taking the time to write the business plan. And it took me a couple days, I've really focused with this software. They would ask me questions. I would give my best answer to the question. They might come up with some prompts, things I needed to include in the questions. And it took me 2 days, maybe 3 days, to do the plan. And I pushed a button, hit a key, and I got a finished business plan. And I think my plan was probably about 50 or 60 pages. I don't know if I should do that exercise again at this stage of my small business life, but if you've never done it, I absolutely recommend and encourage you to do it. So you can go to sba.gov and then get a template or download a template. And there's probably a lot of other templates available on the internet. I just am very familiar with sba.gov. Or buy some software, and once again, if you do a Google search on business plan software, you'll get all the available sources for that. It's a great investment in your business, great investment, and it's a great exercise for every small business owner to realize, because you will first think about things in your business that you never thought about. That I will guarantee you. But also, you create a document that you need to keep close at hand, and you need to refer to it frequently. I used to refer to my business plan daily to see if the things that I was doing, in fact, move my business plan forward. You must hold yourself accountable for the information that you provide, the strategy of your small business. You must hold yourself accountable. If you don't, nothing will get accomplished. What is happening today in the world of small business? Fifth day, last day of National Small Business Week. Everything is focused appropriately on Washington, D.C., where they're actually in 5 minutes, a lunch is going to start. It's an awards luncheon ceremony. State winners, exporters of the year, some great presentations are going to be done. I don't know if the president was supposed to do a press conference today on small business. I don't know. I haven't seen anything that he has or has not done it. But if you go to sba.gov, you'll be able to follow. They're doing a lot of streaming of activities, and you'll be able to see who the winners are in your specific states, small business winners, business of the year. And it'll be all over. But you know what? Small business does not stop at 5 o'clock today. Small business goes on 24/7, by 52. Never stops. Small business, my friends, is the heart of all activity in this country. This country cannot function without the efforts of entrepreneurs who act on their dreams, create an action plan, create a business, and create a plan for that business and execute that business plan. That's what it's all about, and that's what makes this country run. Real quickly, because we certainly are approaching, if we haven't already, the 20 minutes. I was reading a story, pretty interesting. I've challenged the source a couple times. Haven't really gotten much value out of what they've written, but they did write a good article today where they pose several questions that I think are important for you to think about. If you're starting a business, or even if you have a business, what is your best answer of these questions with regard to where your business is today? Number one, you are not, okay, who looks you in the eye and says, given your skills, you could do better? You are not using your strengths to really make a difference. So the question is, are you using your strengths to really make a difference with the business model that you have created? What would happen if you committed your life to excellence? That's an interesting question, because I think most entrepreneurs want to be excellent in their businesses, or they wouldn't be doing them in the first place. Number three, what are you waiting for, if anything? Are you waiting for Godot? Or are you waiting for something to happen that may or may not happen? Or are you out in the marketplace trying to make things happen? Don't wait. Don't wait. You'll run out of time. Make things happen. Next question, could you set aside the fear and just go for it? Interesting question. We could spend hours discussing. A lot of folks have that entrepreneurial spirit, but spirit is one thing. Acting upon your dreams, acting upon the improvements that you want to bring to the marketplace, somehow people have a fear of that. Thank goodness I have never had the fear. I started the entrepreneurial thing very, very early in my life. Actually, age 22, 23. I had done things prior to that, but at age 22, 23, I was out of college. So then it was a matter of me having to do what I had to do. And in fact, I was involved in a business venture. I had a partner at age 23. When I was 24, I actually bought my first business in a very interesting project. Happened to buy it from my mother. And I bought it from my mother because my grandfather overheard a conversation that I was having with my mother. And he said to me, David, this is what you will do. And I said, yes, this is what I will do. You're the boss, Papa. That was my grandfather. Very fortunate that I was able to have a close relationship with my maternal grandfather. He was a very successful small business owner, and a lot of the insights that I got early on in my career came from my grandfather. Actually, I made a decision. I'm going to talk about my book next week, one of my books, Business Strategies for Explosive Growth in the New Economy. It's the book cover with myself and a mentor of mine that I actually met for the first time in doing the book, a gentleman by the name of Brian Tracy. And I'm going to share I wrote chapter 23 of that book, which was a bestseller. I only wrote chapter 23. There were, I think, 32 or 33 chapters in the book, but I wrote chapter 23, and I'm going to share that with you because there are a lot of lessons of entrepreneurship in there. Ooh, I forgot to answer some more questions. The last question I asked, could you just set aside the fear and just go for it? Why can't you do it faster? Not so sure faster is the best word there. The concept is, though, do it, get it done. What are you afraid of? I know you're holding back. We alluded to that a little bit. You need to think bigger and step up your game. Yes, you've heard me talk about the rule of 10,000. Another mentor of mine, Michael Gerber in the green book up there. Excuse me, the most successful business in the world talks about the rule of 10,000. I read that book maybe 4 years ago or 3 years ago. Actually, I did an interview on the internet, not in Google, but I was streaming on another website. It was before Hangouts on Air were in existence. I had a website called yoursmallbusinesstv.com. I did over 1,000 hours of broadcasts, much the same fashion, much the same material as I deal with today, although obviously today it's updated material, new stuff based upon experiences, personal experiences. But when I started that that live streaming website several years ago, probably 4 years ago, Michael Gerber so very graciously spent an hour with me in an interview on New Year's Eve. That's how nice he was on New Year's Eve, but it was very timely for him also because he was introducing that book, just bringing it out. He talks about the rule of 10,000, and I'm not going to share it now, but we will talk about, you've heard me talk about it before, the rule of 10,000. Okay, that is that story. Another article that I started to read today, and we definitely don't have time to go into it all today. "12 words." Did I pass it up? Might have passed it up here. "12 words to keep in mind when starting a business." They're all C words. And as a matter of fact, it's not just about starting a business. Once again, you can go to an existing business and look to see how you measure up against these 12 words. They're called the vitamin C's of starting a business. It's a good story written by Naftuli Hoff. Smart blog on leadership published it. And the words are, C words are clarity. Great word. Your business must project clarity. Brian Tracy, my mentor, that's one of his most important words that he shares. And you must have clarity in everything you do, or you might not understand it. The marketplace certainly won't understand it if you don't have clarity. Credentialing. There's no substitute for developing your skill set and honing your expertise. That's what credentialing is. So are you doing all of that in your business? Another C word, customization. You likely have heard the expression jack of all trades, master of none. In your business, it can be customized. It needs to be customized. It needs to be a situation where you are putting your very best foot forward. That's what it's all about. And not only putting your best foot forward, but you have to keep in mind that you must be able to differentiate yourself from anything else that is going on. Give people a reason to buy from you. Basically, they will buy from you because they trust you, they like you, and you will ultimately bring value to their life when they invest in whatever it is that you're selling. I read another story earlier today, and I was going to talk about it, but I decided not to. And the theme of the story was be very, very careful when you say that you are the best or you've got the best product, or you have the best service. If you say the best, you are the best, and people use it, try it, and you are not, it's going to be very, very challenging for you, and you might do more harm to your business than good that you might do by calling yourself the best. What you need to do is share your knowledge, share your intellectual property, and demonstrate clearly to folks without telling them you are the best. You are the best. And why are you? Once again, you bring value to their lives, and they trust you and they like you. Contributions, the next C word, I think we've talked about that. Staying on the top of the topic of expertise. It is good to regularly contribute to your field of practice by sharing business-related content. Quite honestly, that is why I do Hangouts on Air every day, or try to do them every day, or 6 days a week, as often as I can do them, because it creates an element of relevancy and talking about things that are happening now. That's why we do them. That's why I do them. Communication and connection. Communication is probably the most important C word, and your abilities to communicate properly, communicate the message of your business to the marketplace will determine how you connect with people. And it's that connection with people that make people want to do business with you, because they know you will bring value to their lives, either their personal life or the lives of their business. So communication and connection work together. Celebration. One way to gain customer appreciate do that is to recognize clients on their birthdays or other milestones. People like to be recognized. People like to say, geez, they remembered me on that day. And so celebrate with your clients, another C word. The next C word is collect. It is also valuable to collect testimonials, personal feedback from your customers who have benefit from your services. Collect that information. When people can see testimonials, they know that you have done something good for someone else. The chances are very good that you will do good for them. And that's why you want to publish testimonials. Community. The concept of community is probably, in my mind, the second most important C word. I have a community, Dreaming with Entrepreneurs in Google+. We interact with one another. Another C word, we collaborate with one another. It's that spirit of community. When people can identify with the spirit of any community, that's when good, positive things can happen. But they happen in community. Community is a place where people of like interests gather, whatever the theme of that community is. That's why people will want to join your community. That's why people will want to interact with your community. That's why folks will want to contribute to your community. Another C word that we just said a little while ago. Confidence. Always have to display an air of confidence so people have a good feeling that you know what you are doing is the right thing, and you can share that feeling of confidence with whomever you are communicating with. Another C word. Charitableness. Very important. People identify with those who are charitable, and charity comes in different formats. You've heard me do the Entrepreneur's Pledge. It doesn't use the word charity, but it does talks about giving back, and sharing. Those are actually forms of charity. They don't have to just be money. They can be time. Time is maybe the most important form of charity that one can give. We all have 24 hours a day. It's how we choose to use those 24 hours. Cushion. It can be very tempting to run after every opportunity that comes your way or to operate on a shoestring budget in order to survive during your earliest stages. Build a cushion for yourself. Money is usually at a premium, and we do what we can do to get by. The problem with such thinking is that it can quickly derail you from your long-term goals. Each time this week when somebody asked me about a business plan, I told them a very important part of that business plan is establishing goals and objectives, writing down those goals and objectives, keeping that written list very near to you on your desk, wherever it might be, so that you can frequently refer to that list and measure your success against achieving the goals on that list. Those are the C words. Thank you, Naftali Hoff at Impactful Coach, educator and social administrator for over 15 years, executive coach and consultant. We're near our end. We're at our end. I'm not going to continue on with another article. We'll maybe touch on it tomorrow. Thank you for your time today. I hope that some information I've been able to share with you will bring value to your personal life, will bring value to your small business. Join our community, Dreaming with Entrepreneurs in Google+, and we will, in a spirit of collaboration, help one another, work with one another. You can help me in my business. I can help you in your business. And together, we form a new force which can help other folks, excuse me, in their businesses. My name is SmallBizDavid. Thank you for your time today. I'll see you the next time, which may very well be the best time. See you then.